stretching over 21,000 kilometers across rugged mountains, deserts, and grasslands. The Great Wall of China is not just a wall. It is a symbol of survival, a monument of power, and a silent witness to over 2,000 years of history. But how was this colossal structure built, without modern machines? Who built it? And what kind of fear, or ambition, could drive an empire to construct something so vast? Today, we uncover the full story behind one of the greatest engineering feats in human history. The story of the Great Wall does not begin with a single ruler, or even a single wall. It began as early as the 7th century BC, during a chaotic era known as the Warring States period. China was not yet unified. Instead, it was divided into competing kingdoms, each fighting for dominance. To protect their territories from invasions, especially from northern nomadic tribes like the Xiongnu, these states began building defensive walls along their borders. These early walls were not the continuous structure we see today, but rather separate, disconnected fortifications. Everything changed in 221 BC. A powerful ruler named Qin Shi Huang conquered all rival states and became the first emperor of a unified China. But unity brought new threats. The northern frontier remained vulnerable to relentless raids by nomadic warriors. To defend his empire, Qin Shi Huang ordered something unprecedented: the connection and expansion of existing walls into one massive defense system. This marked the true beginning of the Great Wall as a unified structure. The construction of the Great Wall was nothing short of brutal. It was built by millions of people, including soldiers, peasants, prisoners, forced laborers. Many worked under extreme conditions, freezing winters, scorching summers, and dangerous terrain. It is estimated that hundreds of thousands, possibly over 1 million people died during its construction. So intense was the suffering that the wall earned a haunting nickname: the longest cemetery on Earth. The materials used depended heavily on the region. Rammed earth and soil, used in early construction, especially in flat terrains. Wood and gravel, reinforcement layers. Stone, used in mountainous areas for durability. Bricks, widely used during later dynasties, especially the Ming dynasty. In desert regions, builders even used reeds and sand layers to create surprisingly strong structures. Without modern machinery, builders relied on manual labor, basic tools, human chains to pass materials, animal transport. In mountainous areas, stones were carved locally and carried uphill, sometimes by hand. The walls were built layer by layer, compacted tightly to increase strength. The primary reason was defense. Northern nomadic tribes were fast, skilled warriors who launched frequent raids into Chinese territory. The walls served multiple purposes. 1. Military defense, slowing down invasions. 2. Early warning system, beacon towers sent smoke signals by day and fire at night. 3. Border control, regulating trade and immigration. 4. Economic protection, safeguarding Silk Road trade routes. It wasn't just a wall, it was a complete military system. Fast forward to the 14th to 17th centuries, during the Ming dynasty. This is when the Great Wall reached its peak. After suffering defeats from northern tribes, the Ming rulers invested heavily in rebuilding and strengthening the wall. They replaced earlier materials with bricks, cut stone, advanced fortifications. They also added watchtowers, signal towers, fortresses. This version of the wall is the most preserved and iconic today. After the fall of the Ming dynasty in 1644, the Qing dynasty took power. Ironically, the Qing rulers were originally from the north, the very region the wall was built to defend against. As a result, the wall lost its military importance. Maintenance declined. Sections fell into ruin. Over centuries, locals even removed bricks to use in building homes. Today, the Great Wall stands as A UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1987. One of the new 7 wonders of the world. A symbol of Chinese strength, resilience, and ingenuity. However, not all of it is preserved. Large portions have eroded due to weather, been damaged by human activity, completely disappeared. Only certain sections, like Badaling and Mushianyu, have been restored for tourism. Myth: the Great Wall is visible from space with the naked eye. Reality: it is extremely difficult to see without aid. Total length is over 21,000 kilometers. Some sections are over 8 meters tall. Thousands of watchtowers line the wall. The Great Wall of China is more than bricks and stone. It is a story of fear, ambition, sacrifice, and unity. Built by emperors, carried by the hands of millions, and shaped by centuries of war and peace. It remains one of humanity's greatest achievements. A reminder that even in the face of constant threat, civilizations will rise, endure, and leave behind legacies that defy time. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more powerful stories like this. Because history is not just about the past. It's about understanding the world we live in today.